And today we dedicate to our Ghana people. In this Ghana month, we are trying to, allow you to learn more about the culture and also clear all of the misconceptions you have about Ghana culture and Ghana traditions. Jackie will do us the honors of introducing our guests this morning.
Yes, of course. And our guests, they're just here like this to tell us all about the Ghana tradition, about the tradition of the people that will live in their land. Well, I started my intro with Gama Shikpa or Gama Noni. Just know this. So at the back of your head, even if you don't know any Ghana language or nothing in Ghana, Gama Shikpa. Gama Noni. Just know this. So I guess they're in the studio. We have two wonderful guests. Nai Wulomo Numo Akwa Mensa III, who is the highest chief priest of the Ghana land. And we also have Na Juyo Oshidu Chofayelo, Queen Mother, who is also a Queen Mother. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
I really want to know I know the meaning of your name. Chofayelo. Oyo Chofa, literally, like Oyo Chofa. Alo Oye Chofa. It was back, Kenny. It's just a name.
It is a name, not an ordinary name.
Right.
It's a name.
Can you explain to us why it's not just an ordinary name?
Because I wasn't born Na Chofayelo. It was as a result of my ascending the throne that they decided to give me that name. And most of these things are spiritual. So in effect, what they want to say is that I have already consumed whatever you will attempt attacking me with. Basically, that's what it is. So there's no point trying
Nothing can break you.
More like that.
Now we understand. Wow. Because somebody actually said, please ask her, your chofa. Be like, me chofa yellow. Oh, yeah, chofa low. Well, I think now we get it.
Wow. I didn't choose the name. And the pronunciation is Najuyo.
Najuyo. Monday.
Oshedu chofa yellow.
Mina fobo Monday, afobo ju. Okay, it was Najuyo.
Na Juyo.
So that means Na is of course a Queen Mother or Na
is a prenom.
Prenom, and then we have the
so it's Manye Na Juyo.
Manye Na Juyo. So Ju is a Monday and Yo is a woman. So basically,
yeah,
that's it.
Wow, that's interesting. We are both born on Monday, so let's keep it going here.
Great.
Now, Wulomo, you are the highest chief priest of the Ghana land. What does that mean to be the highest chief priest of the Ghana?
Well, being the highest chief priest doesn't mean personally.
Okay.
I being the highest chief priest, but it is the office. It is the throne that from the time of our ancestors, they all know that that throne is the highest priesthood stool of the Ghana state. So it's not by person because it's a successional office. Someone may go, someone may come by ordination, by the spirits and then the gods we have.
Okay.
So it's not by person, but the title and then the throne is that.
So you were ordained.
Yes.
Are you traditionally across the Ghana land recognized as the highest chief priest?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
How about Queen Mother? As well, are you the Queen Mother for the whole Ghana land?
No.
Or is a certain...
No. No. We all have jurisdictions.
Exactly.
For me, I am privileged to be a clan queen and a community queen.
Right.
So we have jurisdictions. We have Gamanye, who is the paramount Queen Mother. And then we have the subs, and then we have the divisional before the sub, and then we have office holders as well.
Right.
So there are other Queen Mothers who are not sitting on any stool traditionally, but they have been rites have been performed for them for specific roles within the traditional offices of our chiefs and Queen Mothers, and those ones. Examples are the development Queen Mothers. We have some for women and children. We also have some in charge of events and stuff like that.
So where's your jurisdiction?
Kwashima Mamo.
Oh, right.
And then paternally, La Belenwe.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Talking about these jurisdictions, now, Wulomo, do you have a jurisdiction too?
Yes, we all do have.
Okay.
Because there is two great communities that forms the Kadangme state.
Okay.
Which is the Dangme and then the Gan people. The Gan stretches traditionally, we all identify the Gan by the way we even pray. From Obutu to Langma, from Langma to Shulam. And then we have the Dangme starting after Tema. So now Wulomo's jurisdiction stretches from the Obutu, which is traditionally accepted, to the Langma and then Shulam. The Dangmes have theirs. But when you put it together, we all talk of the Greater Accra and then the Kadangme states. You understand? So we have our jurisdiction by a traditional jurisdiction by the way it has been positioned before we inherited the office.
Right.
So for me, I can't say because the highest chief priest, I'll go beyond
your jurisdiction.
No, I won't.
So nobody can alterate these jurisdictions. They are traditionally certified jurisdictions,
yes, they are
laid down already. Okay, right. Even
though we might have, if I can't say a political demarcation, so I can't say, but I could say is urbanization has made some boundaries known to people.
Okay.
And then it's gotten to a state that people would say, oh, here is maybe Eastern region, here is Volta region, here is that is not it.
Okay.
We have the traditional boundaries, and then they all know, which has been laid down already. We have the political demarcations and then maybe the developmental demarcations per the directions or the directives of a governing body. That is maybe the government or the town and country planning or the development of a particular place. And then these constituencies and then districts and then our own, let's say, demarcated political boundaries, constituencies, they are all there. But that doesn't give the constituency the traditional, let's say, traditional ownership or lordship to another area. It's just a name. It's just a boundary which was made politically or by constitution. But the traditional boundary itself is there. Which you all know that. Which I can't go beyond that.
Okay.
It's where I'm confined to be, to my jurisdiction limits. It's where it's limits traditionally. I can't go beyond that one.
Okay.
Right. Numo, tell us about the origin of the Ga people. I mean, everybody knows, or we've heard so many times that as for the Gas, they're from Nigeria. How true is it, and how did it all come about?
Well, this has been a simple phrase by everybody. That goes by the Gas from Nigeria. Ife. Yes, that a common phrase, that a common song that everybody sings. But we realize that we the Gas comes far than Ile-Ife, because when we limit it to Ile-Ife, what would the part of Sudan where we got to, what would they say? The part of Benin, what would they say? Togo, what would they say? Talk of Egypt, what would they say? You understand? So the main roots of the Ga people, from the ancestral narratives, we realize that we are coming from some part of the Jewish land. Because we are the descendants of Aaron, because we are Levites. And then, if we could read down deep, you realize that we are part of Abraham. Because Abraham got married to 3 wives. That is Sarah, Hagar, and Keturah. And then we are the descendants of Keturah. So we came right from, we are offsprings of Abraham. And then we chose the path from the Keturah's side. So we were coming. We formed a group called the Gad, and then coming all the way, settled, spent time to time at where we settled. So there are final destinations here. So specifically, we can't say we are from Ile-Ife. We spent a large number of years there before moving to our current settlement.
That's the first time I'm hearing this.
That means there's even a history before Ile-Ife.
Yes, there's a history before Ile-Ife.
Okay.
So much.
But even talking about Ile-Ife and the Yoruba people, where it is written that you migrated from there, so you influenced the culture over there. There's a lot of similarities between what they do, and even in terms of language, you can feel it that these languages are alike.
Yeah.
Did the history say how long you spent in Nigeria?
Well, for that part, I can't. All is an assumption. They assume that we spent over 800 years at Ile-Ife before.
800.
800 years, close to 1,000 years.
That's not just passing through.
Yes.
That's just there.
So you could realize, and then looking at the current landscape of the Yoruba people and the Ghana people, even though there are similarities, you could see a vast difference from the way we do our things more than what they do at Ife. But you could realize that from my own observation, I realized that the kingdom of Ife is basically a priesthood kingdom, and that is how the Ghana kingdom is like.
Yes.
It's a priesthood.
It's a priesthood kingdom. The chieftaincy system of the Ghana people was unadapted. We learned it from when we finally got here. But all our leaders have been priests. So you could realize that the chieftaincy system of the Ghana, I'm not saying it's not stable, it's stable, but depending on how the application is, it's different from the people who have they are more chieftaincy oriented than us. You could see that there's a slight difference. So ours are more priesthood than the chieftaincy system of kinship. You
It's more a priest-led.
Priestly than that of the kinship.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Good history also. Well, we take a quick music break. Whilst we are doing that, Queen Mother and I will walk to the table and would look at some amazing food from the Ghana people. I'm excited to see that, what Jackie has been enjoying in her home for many years. So stay tuned. We'll show you some food really soon as we also continue to talk about the history of the Ghana people.